Back to Wellness Wednesday. We now welcome on Gwen Kuchel from MindSprings Health. Gwen, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So we're talking mental health and relationships this month. I guess, what are some ways people can lift the spirits of themselves and their partner during this time of the year?
You know, it's actually quite simple.
Okay.
My husband and I make sure that we set time aside to nurture the part of our relationship that isn't routine. That may look like, you know, making a new recipe, or it may be going out and doing something in our community, something that is not our usual programming.
Okay.
One of the other ways is we always do mental wellness check-ins with each other, and that kind of looks like recognizing when they're having a bad day or they're experiencing some emotions, and basically just acknowledgement to say, hey, I'm here for you, and I'm willing to listen if you want to share, and we got this together.
Okay, awesome. Now, I guess, how can somebody kind of boost their mood as we get into the Valentine's Day season here, kind of towards the end of this week? I guess, what are some things people can do to boost their mood if they're in a relationship, or maybe if they're not also?
I think it's important to remember that Valentine's Day isn't about just a romantic relationship. I think sometimes we get away from that.
Okay.
I think it's acknowledging the people in our lives that mean something to us. Love isn't just about, you know, romance or Cupid. It is about acknowledging those people that we deal with on a daily basis, and we want to let them know that we care about them.
Absolutely. And I guess, how can people attempt to do some like self-care, I guess, this time of the year too? What are some things that you recommend?
You know, I have a really basic self-care routine,
Okay.
and it's very powerful for me. I like to take time away from my day to sit and be proud of myself. And that might be, for some people, it's, hey, I got up out of bed on time.
Sure.
For me, it is just recognizing and spending some time in my self-reflection to go, hey, I'm doing really good. I have accomplishments that I need to recognize. And that really nurtures the wellness in me that says, I have self-confidence. I have something to give other people.
Sure, absolutely. And I guess, what are some ways that people can express gratitude this time of the year? Do you have any tips for that?
I do, actually. Since we're talking about Valentine's Day,
Yep.
I think back to when we were kids and we did those Valentine's boxes, and we gave all of our classmates, you know, little Valentine's cards that said, I recognize you. And it didn't have to be somebody that we had a crush on or somebody that was our best friend.
Sure, yeah.
It's just everyone got one. And I think we have to remember that on Valentine's Day, that everyone appreciates that little note that says, I appreciate you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Awesome. Well, Gwen, thank you so much. Those are some great tips for everybody out there in Western Slope. That is it for Wellness Wednesday this month. Tune in next month for more mental health tips from MindSprings Health. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.